Hello viewers, today we have the Kool One by Robeson. This fan is not that cool because you have to split it in half to service it, and I'm very nervous about that because I feel like I'm going to break this fan in the process, but it's it really needs to be serviced. It's kind of dirty, and I mean, it performs pretty well, and we did that in the checkout video, which is good. But from what I'm told, you have to split this cabinet in two. And, well, we're going to attempt that. Let's see here. I don't know if that was a good sound or a bad sound. Oh yeah, somebody did split this already, it looks like, because I can see the tear down the label. Which is a ridiculous design. If this doesn't say disposable fan, I don't know what does. Well, it looks like interesting. It looks like there are some Phillips head screws in the back side of the handle that might hold it together. So let's see if we can get those out.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, and I also noticed some screws in here.
What it is metal, it's the motor and the supports.
So does that? I think these.
That goes to the supports.
Yeah, I don't want to take that out.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, but the ones in the handle, I think I do.
Let's take these out. Clips in the side.
These are clips in the side, you said?
Yeah, it looks like
They pop out.
either you put like a
Screwdriver.
flathead in there.
Yeah, turn it out. Yeah.
You could put it in like a stand, like in almost every other fan
Yeah.
around the time.
I probably could have did a Google search to see how this would go, but that might be too easy. As another one of my favorite channels, he just recently said, hey, you could do some research before you do something, but then what fun is that? And I'm referencing a channel called No Nonsense, No How. Let's see here. Okay, so this is starting to make a little more sense. What I was trying to do probably wasn't the right way. Just trying to pry it apart. Okay. Again, I'm trying not to break it. You know, and you're dealing with brittle plastic. Like, there's got to be a trick to start this. I thought it would be up here. All right. Come back several minutes later, and we found screw holes in those holes, but only on the front side, and they're buried. You can't even see them without. We put the drop light in there because we got to the point where we're like, this is just not working, and we're gonna break the plastic. So we looked on the back side with the drop light, couldn't see anything. And Eddie's like, let's just check the front side. And sure enough, the drop light, you can just vaguely make out screws deep down in there. And so we just loosened all of them. And
Almost.
they're almost all the way loose. And this splits very easily. Still a dumb design, but if you can split it easily,
Come on.
it's not so bad.
Get the screwdriver to line up in the screw.
This one's tough here. Your screwdriver has a magnet on it. My screws are all still sitting in there. And the thing is, you can't totally tell if you got them all the way loose or backed out. It's just this one here.
This one too.
Maybe we turn it facing us. I can see the screw because it's backed out far enough. Another part of the problem here is going to be the switch. Like, what side does the switch reside on? It'd be dumb if it resided on the opposite side that the motor is.
Is this handle stuck together?
Yeah, we got the screws out from that. Where's that other?
There's still screws. I can't get that one out.
Yeah, I think this one's all the way backed out. There it comes.
Oh,
so-
sticker.
Yeah, so somebody did this before because I noticed there was Scotch tape there.
Yeah, the other part of it's there.
Yeah.
This is stupid. We should turn it on. Stay fast.
We should just leave it like that. Yeah, so these screws. So let's hang
Like
on.
this.
Here comes the screws.
This clip.
One hit the ground, it sounded like. So this is going to go in the dishwasher, perhaps. So one.
Let's see how that works.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was 8? 4, 5, 6, 7. I heard one hit the floor. It sounded like. This is ridiculous. I heard that like metal hit
Yeah.
concrete sound.
All the metal. Some of the metal here is rusty.
Yeah.
All the nuts are.
Oh, here it is. It's behind the cinder block.
I wonder if the melamine foam can get this looking whiter.
I was thinking that too.
It's the worst looking plastic I've ever seen. Jeez.
I know. Now, the other question is, will these blades come off?
Hopefully.
How are we in the frame here? Yeah, we're actually pretty good.
Gotta be framed. Oh.
This is going to be a joke. I think we're going to have to use the puller. grab a puller.
Which one? Bigger one?
Yeah. So I don't know how easy that comes off. Because I want to put the whole thing in the dishwasher. Just put the whole freaking fan in the dishwasher. Yeah. The Kool One.
Right.
Well, maybe this video will be useful for someone who's trying to do this. Yeah, if I can get the switch out, because that
Then you could take the metal supports
yeah,
out.
the guard, yeah, because the guard, yeah, the struts for the whatever, the supports for the motor, they actually unscrew too. That's what he was just saying, and then we can basically put the whole cabinet in the dishwasher. Oh boy.
Can get it center. A little assistance over here.
The assistance, yeah.
Can I get center? Let's go right there in a dot circle.
It's not even close. I think first, if you put it, I think we need a bigger. Do we have a bigger one?
Yep.
Yes. We need the attachments. If you want to put those on, I'll spare the viewers that.
I'm paused.
We're live again.
Yep.
Okay, so we got this all lined up. Could you open the big socket set?
Yeah.
And get me a socket for this. I'd like to use the bigger wrench too. So what this is going to do, it's going to put a small little hole in the center of the hub, which is not the end of the world, but beautiful. Sorry. All right.
For the.
Actually, I'd rather have the bigger socket. I'd rather have that wrench with, this is a 3/4. Here.
3/4.
It'd be on the same side as where you got that one. 3/4. Is it this?
That's 5/8.
Yeah, it's 5/8. 11/16. 3/6.
This is upside down.
All right. I mean, if you want to give me the other one, it's fine. This is riveting footage, I know. If you just want to give me the one you had and the other wrench, it's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to stop the camera. Thank you. Ooh.
You guys are now up on the table. These are extra shaky now.
Yeah, something poked loose there. It wasn't all the way on, but now I think we're okay. I feel like
You're on top. You're on the motor, not even the blades.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh boy. I'm gonna pull everything forward. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. No wonder I was. I think it's just this.
Yeah, it might be a little easier on the blade.
All right.
Top of the blades.
This one's a tricky one to line up. All right, you got that one lined up. I got this one.
Yeah.
Keeps wanting to go in there. I suppose that's okay.
That's
Okay. What I'm trying to do is hold that at the same time and guide this. Yeah, it's a little off center, but okay. Just make sure we're not on the motor. No, no we're not. And then
starting to make this balloon out. It's definitely coming up.
yeah. See, there you go. This is the right tool for this job.
Plenty of red stuff on there too. Mm.
Yeah. Windings look good.
Tasty.
Yep. All right. So
Oh, make sure these bend back.
just release that pressure.
They're bending back.
Yeah.
Not too bad of a dent.
No, it's okay. And that badge will cover that too. The cool one.
This is not cool.
Yeah, this is not cool. All right, I gotta file this.
This is terrible.
Yeah, so we're gonna use alcohol in that. That's why I got it. All right, so that's silly. Hey, could you check to see if we're in frame?
Yeah. Put the camera back on the ground.
Yeah.
I'll pause it to do that. So don't give anybody dizzy.
All right, so we took these pieces off, which you can see where they were, how clean and like white this was. I don't think the cabinet was ever white, but it definitely has yellowed. So there is some gunk on here. Before, what we're ultimately going to do is we're going to remove the supports for the motor and just take this out. I have to figure out how the switch comes out.
I wonder if it's if you were to pop the knob off, it's like a tiny little nut.
Yeah, I
that's
can't.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
A nut.
All right. Before we do that, we're going to sandpaper the shaft.
Let me plug it in.
Yeah, so he's going to plug it in. One of us has to hold the fan and the other has to sand. Well, all right, do you want to hold or sand?
I will hold.
Okay. This is definitely an interesting project. That came from.
See why you don't see many of these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because people, like, they would get gunked up or nasty and they would just throw them out. It's actually not that bad to split it once you know how. Whoa. I almost stopped it with my hand. Get new sandpaper from the garage soon. Probably for the next one. That's coming out pretty good.
Yeah. It's a lot better.
Yeah, I think we're good. Oh yeah. Actually, I mean, this still is really good shape. I do think I'm pretty confident that somebody had this apart once before. I'm going to put this in a trash pile because what'll happen is if I don't, I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll keep using it, and then every time I'll say, oh, the next time we should. All right, do you want to try to get this off?
Yeah.
I'll let you do that since you seem to have an eye for what needs to be done. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt the ultimate here. We're going to take the motor and the metal supports for the motor out because it just unscrews from the cabinet. And then we're going to take the cabinet, we're going to put it in the dishwasher, and then we're going to do our normal service to this motor. We're going to take a close look at the windings. The front side here, they look like they're really good and they don't look dirty. I didn't take a close look at the back, which we'll inspect. If it looks really good, we just might blow some compressed air through the slots, the vents on the motor, and then use the oil ports. But if there's signs of like caked on dirt, then we will we'll split it and do our normal thing.
Good idea.
Any thoughts on getting that switch out?
Try pliers first. Then if it doesn't fail, get a little wrench. Try to loosen it up a little bit. The nut.
I'll unplug it for you.
That might be a good idea.
Safety last.
Of course, we don't have any needle nose.
No, I think someone walked off with them.
How convenient.
And I thought we had 2 pairs too.
Okay.
This kind of, if you will, makes me think about that Utilitech we have. I have a feeling this is going to be similar to that when it's time to clean that and service it. Such a weird fan. I just wonder, like,
You can now put this in the sun this summer.
no.
Is it even big enough?
Yeah, like you literally have to rip the label in half to like take this apart, and that was our indication that somebody had done this once before.
Can't get that gap big enough. I wonder if they put that red stuff on the knob.
Could be. Looks like he used the smallest puller on it.
I wonder.
You could do that if you wanted to.
That'd be ridiculous.
I know.
I don't even know if the things are small enough to
I
get
know.
underneath there.
Yeah.
Where are they? They're so small I can't even see them. Are these it?
I think so.
That'd be ridiculous. They wouldn't fit though. Bend it.
Again, if anything we break on this fan becomes a parts fan like in 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds. Let's not do that though.
No, I don't want to. Oh man, it doesn't even snap in. It's like you said, it's that nut. It's like, oh, I felt it. Let's move it. There we go.
That's too bad.
It just slots. It just fits in and out.
Yeah, it's threaded. There's a nut right there.
Well, we solved that.
Tug of war time? Okay.
All right, so
Time to
it's time to remove the.
lay it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I need to get to the nut.
which is right. All 4 of them are.
Well,
just-
yeah, I need to get the nut. So one of us will have to be holding the nut. So I'll be unscrewing. I guess I'll be holding the nut.
Is it spinning?
Yeah, it's spinning. Hold on, let me grab it. You can go. Of course, you can't get. Wait, I can't get it tight. There it goes. Yep.
Got one.
One rusty nut. Hold on.
Yep. These I'll put over here. Ready?
Get good grip on it. Yeah. Oh, nope, nope. This is very exciting.
I mean, you could get a socket or a wrench or something.
Yeah. That'd be too easy. Get it down. Get a good grip on it. Oh, wait. There. Keep going. Can't get it. Keep going. Part of the problem is it's rusty.
Mm.
And my hand's against the bench.
If you want to get a socket, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely rusty.
Maybe time to get a socket. Hold on. You get a socket.
Yeah, this project won't get done finished today, likely, because the dishwasher. But we'll take it as far as we can. This will definitely probably be a project that I wait till you come back to finish.
Does it even fit?
Do you have enough clearance with that socket?
Yes, I was wondering. No.
Use the extension. There's extensions. Yeah.
Getting the other one. Wait.
Oh man.
Hold on. Of course, they can't even see. There we go.
Yeah, give me these pliers. It's almost like you need a small pair of vice grips.
Of course, I have those, but the other location.
Yeah. A joke. Have the sockets. Do you hold the fan for me? It turns. That's what's weird. It's just, like you said, the thing's rusty. So I wonder if I flip this. That's working. I just changed the. Okay, that's one. So all I did was I changed the direction of the socket, so it wasn't just ratcheting. When this was apart, it's been years since it's been apart. And I bet they didn't even take the blades off.
Screw still.
Yeah, I know. This nut's caught in here. That's annoying. There it goes. All right, screws caught in there. I got it. I heard it. There
Yeah,
it
it
is.
came out.
All right, now it comes to the top. Same disaster, different day. Actually, same day. All right, so
To catch that when the sides fall.
of course, this one's easy.
Yeah, of course.
So what I'll do is I'll do one from each side up here. And then I'll do one, this one. Actually, I'll just do the far one. Okay.
Why are these ones so much easier?
Is there even a screw in there? Yeah, there is. Yeah, these are way easier. Last one. Well, the screws are still, I think I got two screws still.
Yeah, they are.
They just need to drop out. Shoot. Where'd that go? Here it is. All right.
Yeah, these screws are still up there.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Where'd that go?
There's so one. There's, of course, I can't even see because it's through the grill, but
Where is it?
it's near one of the screwdrivers.
Of course, there's still this dumb electrical. We're not going to be able to put this side in the dishwasher because we have to put the whole fan, the whole.
Put it back together.
Yeah. So.
Which will be easier cleaning it like this.
Oh yeah. Well. I'm gonna just mount this somewhere.
Mount that on the wall.
Yeah. Just mount it on the wall. All right. Well. So let's examine. It's not bad in there, but we're so far into this. This is silly. We're so far into this.
I think this sticker will love the dishwasher. It'll be blown off.
Yeah. This whole fan can blow off for all I care.
What the? What we could have done is to like a razor blade,
Yeah.
cut the sticker in half.
Oh yeah.
No, it's still on there. Washers right here.
Oh yeah. I think I have an extra Ziploc bag over there, which probably going to end up using. Because like I said, I don't think this is all happening today.
Yeah.
That's also like a sanity check. This is like the project that you chip away at, and then I never want to do it again. Washers. All right, so then now. This is just like your like same motor you'd find in a 223, so it's very common to work on. Yeah, and I'm not gonna like. There's a bunch of dirty dishes in the dishwasher, so I'm not gonna like unload the dirty dishes just to throw that in. So it'll be one of those things after the dishwasher runs, like tonight, tomorrow, whatever. Then I'll throw that in, and then this I'm probably gonna have to manually clean because just throw the motor in the dishwasher. Yeah, nice. Everything would be spotless, but it doesn't work anymore. Did I throw that? Yes, I did. It's good. This is probably not going to come right off. I don't know if this is keeping that. I'm not used to whatever this is.
Is that part of the stator?
Yeah. This motor does not want to split. Usually these split pretty easily. I can mess with that. Anything that has to do with splitting. This fan. All right. Well, I may not even split the motor. Windings on this side look really good. Windings on this side aren't horrible, but we could blast it with air. Oh, a washer just fell into the motor.
Great.
Got it out. Just make sure nothing else is in there. Okay. I think what we need to do is, before we go blasting air on this filthy workbench, I think we need to clean it up and throw the loose hardware in a Ziploc, because that's going to get blown away too and lost. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back to you with the compressed air. And we're not going to split this. Clearly, I'm struggling splitting this motor. And I've split these types of motors many times. You're welcome to mess with it. But I'm struggling there. So I think I have Ziploc over here. It's come apart.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Genius.
A little crusty.
Oh yeah. Do you know what this goes to? Oh, okay. That one comes out. Oh, this okay.
Where should I put this?
I got it. I'll take it. How are those thrust
still
washers
on.
still on?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just set that over here. That should be fine here.
Just split the other side off. Should I at least like that?
Well, if we're gonna end up hitting it with varnish, if we have it, we're this far into it, might as well do it the correct way.
Perfect.
This fan will probably be if we get it back together correctly, this will probably be the first. Well, maybe it was done. This motor was not split before, I can tell you that. Somebody.
The belts are not in terrible condition, actually.
Yeah. All right, so I got all the hardware off. This is a really good shape.
I think it's just dusty. I don't think it's.
Yeah. I don't think we need to hit it, do you?
Yeah, I think we should blow it off.
All right,
with
so
duster before
maybe
we make a decision.
maybe we blow it off on the floor. This sounds ridiculous, but there's so much dust up here that it's just going to create a mess.
Just what we need.
All right. Fortunately, this.
I wonder who designed this fan.
I don't know. All right. You want to get the cabinet? So we just put this on the floor.
Let's plug it in before we do it.
Yeah.
Safety last. I should probably pause this.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
Okay. So we're down on the floor on the carpet because it's actually cleaner down here than it is up on that bench. So we're just going to hit it with some air.
Just a decent amount.
Yeah, so we know what we do. I had a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, that I think I think you ended up using it in the garage for something. So it's gone. But we can use Q-tips. So what you can do is Q-tip it, and I want to use this on the here.
On the here?
On the here.
Oh, so what a great position I'm in.
And then once we're done, we'll hit it with the air again to get this loose stuff out. I'm not trying to get this perfect, but and then I'll do the other one that's up here. It's funny, this bench was pretty clean when we started this project. Okay, that's cleaned up. All right, I'm going to start just organizing our space here while you're working on that. And then once you feel that that's in a good spot, hit that. We can hit that with air again. Yeah, this was in the project pile, this fan. I was lucky for Eddie. I was holding off on waiting for when he was here.
Oh, joy. Yeah.
Because I had a feeling I would need his young mind to help me figure out some things. And then certainly there's some things we were working on here with this that we needed kind of two sets of hands. And the jury is still out on this fan whether if we get it back together in one piece, if I want to keep it. It's an interesting piece to say the least, and I do like Robeson fans, and I also like Kmart branded fans, via the Lakewoods that we have. But it's just I don't know. I'm also really trying to manage our number of fans we have in here, so that's the other part of it too. we basically have 2 more fans, and then the pallet. Then we're like just the pallet is loosely packed now. So actually, there's 2 fans that are not on the pallet in the service area, the project area, but they could easily go on the pallet because the pallet has openings because we pulled stuff off to work on them. But it's good to see that go down because that was way out of control early February.
It's just never gonna be perfect.
It doesn't need to be perfect. Good to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Better.
Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll stop it from here, and then what we're going to attempt to do, really the next steps for us are, actually, we need to clean our space before we continue on because we've just got too much going on there. But really what we'll do is we'll do it on camera. We'll oil the bearings the old-fashioned way from the inside of the shells, and then once we put it back together, we'll put a couple drops in the oil ports. But what we need to do off camera is scrub the electrical side of the cabinet, which involves putting this probably in the sink, and then protecting the motor, like keeping the motor off to the side with the electrical cord. And then the front side, I think I'm going to attempt the dishwasher. Although I am kind of worried about, the labels. So yeah, let's bring them back into view here.
It's not stuck.
We don't really do a lot of editing here, so this stuff stays in the
We do
video.
no editing pretty much. So it's like
I have
videos together.
when we
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. So, as we talked about, we're going to clean off this workspace. We will come back with next steps. So we'll see you in a little bit, but you'll see us in flash. Okay, so we're back. For you guys, no time has passed. This is not a part 2. This is actually, we're just going to continue on in the same video, just mash it all together. For us, 2 weeks have gone by. Just to recap at this point in the video, Eddie and I took the cabinets, the blades, and brought them to the sink off camera and scrubbed. I used a scrub brush and cleaned out all of this, all this dirt in here, and then went back over it with the magic eraser. I used hot soapy water on the guards as best we could on both sides. Now there's a little bit of dirt in here, not bad, but this is basically bad. Yeah, look how yellow that is. But Eddie scrubbed that, and what's on there is just discoloration. It's not. This is not dirt. This is like, we could try with some of the. Oh yeah, there is dirt. Let's try with the magic erase.
I just ripped off plastic.
Oh, you took off plastic?
Yeah. It's plastic, and that's not.
Yeah, should we hit did you hit it with the foam before? The magic erase?
I think I did.
I'm pretty sure you did because you had it upstairs that day.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah. So, okay. So what needs to happen next, and Eddie's the wheelman here, we need to drop some oil into the bearing. Oh, that's not oil.
I know. That's one of the things we need to do.
We need to oil the bearings, and I'll let Eddie show you that so that can sit. We'll do both sides. Now this has oil ports, but because we're here, and this needs to be wiped down. Look at that. Before we do that, just I think wipe down the outside of the shells. Paper towels over here. Wipe down outside the shells, and then even though it has oil ports, he's still going to hit it with oil because why not? We have it apart. You might as well directly oil the bearing for sure. You need to get that put. Yeah, we need to move you into the frame. I got you. You're in the frame. Even if you go back there, you're in the frame. I moved the camera. The only bad part about 2 weeks going by since we worked on this is not like a straightforward fan to work on. So there's going to be some trial and error reassembling it for sure. So we were talking offline, and I said to Eddie, I said, while this is a neat fan, it's definitely very unique for sure. I was like, you know, I'm really trying to be sensitive to space in this area because we have more space for sure. And if I decide to cut it loose, we have the whole rest of the basement. But I'm really trying to be kind of picky to a degree on like what I keep. And so I said to him, I was like, I think once we get it back together, I may sell it just because maybe a collector will enjoy this more than I would or appreciate it more. But Eddie always gets first dibs before I sell anything. If I never sell anything to him, I just give it to him. So this is going to end up in Eddie's collection. So that's actually a pretty good deal. I think I paid $35 for this. Ironically, I think at the fan meet I paid like $5 for all those Lakewoods, which 2 to 3 are gone already to new collectors after they've been serviced, cleaned and serviced, and they got snatched up quickly. And the third one is likely out the door as well. So that leaves us left from the fan meet: the Kool One, the Sears branded Lasco, Eddie's Panasonic oscillating fan, and I think that's it.
Mobile Air.
Oh, the Mobile Air, of course, right? The Mobile Air, yeah. So it's kind of like, and I just let go another fan from my collection that I got at a previous meet. So it's kind of like I'm trying to balance it out. That looks really good. That's really good. So, you know, the interesting thing with this is when we were messing with it, I'm like, if this gets totally messed up, you have a good parts motor. These blades, I mean...
Can you hold this over here?
Yeah. The blades, while they're a mess, they're just... This thing is so sun...
Yeah, I saw a set of blades on eBay. They're perfectly white.
What do they come off of?
They look the same as these.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So these kind of look like a first gen Lakewood, like that one on that shelf, except that one has openings in the hub.
Yeah. The one I saw did not have any openings on it.
Yeah. I actually have a second gen spare set of blades that would fit this. But to me, it's kind of like, yeah, still have the original blades and they're not damaged other than like how they look. So in my mind, it's kind of like keep using them. Yeah, that's the rear of the fan. It's just, you can tell it's just more beat. Where this was, the front shell was protected because it was behind the fan hub. I mean, I could go to get you want the foam for that? Would that be easier for you?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to just put this here. Don't break a winding or the game over. Then I'm reaching out to Ray. I'm going to leave my microphone down here. There's live action going on up there. Don't know what could get picked up. Or copyright. Yacht Rock Radio. You probably can't even hear me talking now.
pretty good. Considering. Now go ahead and oil these, if you can see it. Yeah.
Another florist came. Her dad sent flowers. There you go.
Of course, I just oiled them, but
They look really good.
yeah.
Yeah, this thing, for us it's weird because we haven't seen it in 2 weeks. We haven't seen it dirty in 2 weeks. I would flip it over if you just oil it. Leaving it on paper towels, perfect. Since we haven't seen it in dirty in 2 weeks, you kind of forget how dirty it was, but it was nasty. This thing was nasty. This thing had so high hours on it, and it clearly was used in a window. It's amazing it's actually still with us.
Disposable fan.
Yeah, this basically is the definition of a disposable fan.
Recyclable.
Recyclable, yeah. Really. That's the one thing it has going for it, is this is solid plastic. There's a couple of slats missing, but they don't feel like that, sun-worn.
Not brittle.
Yeah, they're not brittle is what I was trying to say.
Almost right now.
Yeah, looks really good.
Looking. This one clearly was.
Yeah, that's on the back of the fan. So I'm wondering.
They had this blowing air in.
Yeah. Yep. Because
Clearly.
if you look at the rear, look at that. But so as Eddie pointed out, that's not dirt. Like he scratched that, and it scratched the plastic. I can feel the
Microplastic.
yeah.
We're
Man.
good to go with the shells.
Okay. So how do you want to approach this? Do you want to wax the cabinet first since it's a part?
Yes.
Okay. I would go. I'm just feeling this. Yeah, this is not if this was textured plastic, I would say don't do it because the wax would get and you know how when you get wax on something on plastic on the car and it's in the little grooves and you just can't get it out. This is all smooth plastic, so super smooth. It's like the park bench, super smooth. And then your final exam will be motor reassembly.
Better than school.
Yeah, I'd
Final
rather do this than work. Actually, technically, don't tell the boss. I'm supposed to have another 25 minutes of work.
Ooh.
Boss is traveling. But this video will air. This video is obviously not going to air today. Won't air tomorrow. Air in May. It is in March.
A little too much wax.
That's all right.
Probably needs it.
Yeah. So I know it's a different blade set, but it's still Robeson. But when I look up at that Robeson sitting on the top left shelf, I can see how tan those blades are.
These blades are literally tan. They took a tan.
Yeah, they got tanned. Yeah, I think they were like whiter in color because you can tell the proof is like what the color of this is. Like that's what it used to be.
So hopefully slow it down.
Yeah.
All the yellow.
Yeah, as I say to people, you know, I really feel like we are the only fan people who actually take the time to hand wax fans. And I basically say I kind of do it for 3 reasons. One, as Eddie pointed out, to protect from sun damage. Third, what about second? Second, on the metal box fans, it's more so for the rust because you get that, if you use it in a window, you get that humid air and it gets that line of rust down the inside of the cabinet. That's 2. And third, yeah, it gives it that like new car feel, like especially on a metal cabinet or a steel cabinet. So here's a spare set of, this is a second gen.
That's how wet they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean these.
That's probably how the fan looked before it's brand new.
Could have been.
The right one.
Yeah. Well, we know Robbie has one that's in really good shape with the original box. It would be cool to get some pictures.
Doesn't look any different.
I know, but you kind of protected it. But if those blades failed for whatever reason, then
Where should I put these?
just put them on the top of the crate, or just lay them on top of some of the stuff over there. If those blades were to fail, like they got really badly warped or something like that, then I would say use these. But I think it's important to try to keep it as original as possible.
Change the view. Hopefully you can see now.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, I could tell we did the magic erase because I can see the shine in the cabinet.
Shocking.
At least when you go to use this in your window doesn't get nailed with the sun here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do the other half. The other half's over there.
I must have just get the.
It's like someone took an axe and just split this fan right in half. I wonder if this is like the only clean and service video of the Kool One box fan
Probably is.
on YouTube. There might be checkout videos and stuff, but I didn't look. Figured that would be too easy. Let's just try to figure it out as we roll. You know, the interesting thing is there are people who I've seen on Facebook. There's a group called it's called Kmart something or other. It's basically people who are nostalgic for Kmart. It's really cool, you know. And I remember like as Kmart was closing, you know, people would like show pictures of the last location or do videos. They would do walkthroughs of like the last location or two, it just kind of emptying out, and it's kind of sad. But there's also occasionally pictures of items unique to Kmart that they show in that Facebook group. I bet not just with fan collectors, but just like the Kmart, I call it the Kmart Appreciation Society, but just with that group, I think a piece like this would be very interesting to them.
It'd be cool if they had different colors of the plastic.
Yeah. It's the sun.
Well, that's one way to get different colors.
Even like what the sun did here, like this, and it was that. Yeah, when this product was made, when they sold it, they probably thought, we'll get a few years out of it. You know, like customers will buy it, use it for a few years, discard it, and that's that. And it's just so interesting, like what was considered waste back then. Like I would never throw out like a fan with all these metal components and everything. I would just say I'm going to reuse this to rebuild another fan or fix it or whatnot. And like the new fans today are very disposable. It's all relative, I guess. You know, back then people thought that stuff was disposable. Now today you're like, no, this is heavy duty. That's not disposable. But I guess there's a lot more people throwing stuff in landfills in 2026 than there was in 1966, 1976. Although there was definitely not much recycling going on back then. I really remember, for the younger viewers out there, I really remember recycling starting in the 90s. I'm sure it was done before then with things, but I just remember it showing up in school. And at first it was hard to remember to do that, but then it became kind of sickening. What's that?
The number right here, 2200 0003.
Interesting.
You need the other half.
Yeah. Half and half.
I guess if like something happened to the front half, you could still use it.
Let's buy a second half.
Just use it with the back half open. So for everyone out there, I elected not to run this through the dishwasher. Two reasons. Because at first, when I got this fan, I thought, oh, this is a candidate that this will be the first whole entire fan that we throw in the dishwasher. But a couple reasons actually. So one is the Kool One label. I just didn't want to risk destroying that label, because it is in really nice shape despite everything else, and I didn't want the dishwasher to be the end of it, despite not using high heat, right? And so that was one. Two, we have the wires going through on the other side. And I think when we looked at it, you would have to literally cut the wire to get it out, and wasn't going to do that. And obviously I wasn't going to put the stator in with the windings in the dishwasher. So instead, I kind of went old school with like basically a long scrubber, like neck scrubber, hot water, a lot of soap, and as I was hitting it with the sprayer, like in the faucet, like literally I could see the line of dirt like coming off. And so spent a lot of time on both sides doing that. And then after I did that with the hot water running, magic erase like as much as possible everywhere I could. We were up there for a while. I would say it was a good hour, just really working that, because you were working the blades and other pieces while I was doing that. And so that's why we did it that way, to kind of protect the fan. And I think my favorite part of the fan is the actual label that says the Kool One. I mean, it's really nice, like marketing play by Kmart. I haven't done much homework on Robeson, but you know, I've done a lot of homework on McGraw Edison and kind of like their rise and kind of fall. And you know, that actually company still exists. It got bought multiple times over after it kind of wound down, and obviously they no longer make fans, but they still make electrical products or the parent company that owns them will attach the Edison name to like light switches and certain electrical components. That's about as far as it goes. Nothing again, nothing with fans and like nothing. Toastmaster as a brand still exists, but has nothing to do with fans. So like I was going to actually put a presentation together to do for the channel on like kind of like the history of McGraw Edison, which I still may do. Fun with PowerPoint, but I don't know. I want to kind of apply the same thought process to Robeson. I really know very little. You know, I've had Robeson fans forever and some neat ones, and never really knew the history, like how they got started, if they were a sub brand of a larger company, if they got acquired, or if they were just kind of flash in the pan. All right, so what are you doing next?
I think put the motor supports back in.
Okay. So you got your hardware in that Ziploc. Yeah. And this is just going to be a practice of patience, and I am your handyman in terms of if you need me to hold something or wrench something. So do you recall which way? Does it go that way, or is it? I guess it would have to go that way, or does it go the other way? Like, might go that way.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
does, because the motor would sit. Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense because the wire would run in that groove, that channel.
So motor.
I think what we did was I screwed the nuts back on, if I remember correctly. And there should be 8 of the same.
Doesn't look like you did.
Oh, maybe I didn't. There should be 8 of the same. Those really long ones, I think, are for the cabinet itself.
Were these long or short bolts that were?
They go through. They go through.
Long ones. No, I don't think they were long ones.
Okay, but I feel
if we were to use 8.
Well, what I'm saying is, I feel like. Remember, I was holding. At one point, we were both doing it. That I had either a screwdriver or a pair of pliers and a socket. I think it was a screwdriver and a socket. Yeah, there should be 8 of whatever this is.
Small ones.
The small ones go to the motor.
Yeah. So it still digs out.
Yeah.
Just pull it.
All right, so we quickly off camera sorted out all our hardware on the bench, and now we're just patiently assembling. And perhaps once you get the first one lined up, then I can maybe start working on another one. Do you want pliers, or I think I used a socket, like with this.
Try to get them started.
Okay, that's a good idea. Just get them in place and then go back and tighten them.
I have an aneurysm trying to do all of this.
Yeah, they definitely go. The orientation is definitely this way because the motor mounts are in the center. Yeah, that's correct. The good news is, because it's a collector's fan, really won't have to come apart again. Because it's not like you'll give it that many hours.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, it wouldn't hold up. Like, if however many thousands of hours this has on it, if Eddie was like, okay, I'm going to just run it all the time again.
Run it into the ground.
Yeah, but other than, the bummer with it is, like, if you do use, like, say, another vintage box fan, and you're like, okay, I used it on and off throughout the summer here and there, End of summer. I'm just gonna pop the guards off. Doesn't need to be oiled or serviced. It just needs to be wiped down. This you're not just popping off the guards. You have to split it in half. However many they sold of these, I wonder what percentage actually got this treatment. Probably like 0.001%.
Probably the first ones.
Yeah. Those brackets or supports look so white compared to the cabinet. Maybe come around over here.
Fun time Reliant screwdriver.
The good news is we're not doing this live, so we can you need to like take a break.
Yeah. There it goes. Wish I want to crank it down too, or it'll crack the plastic.
Yeah, it just, I tell viewers all the time when I'm reassembling, just make it snug, don't crush it. You can always retighten it later if it starts to get a little loose. Do you want me to hold it?
You have to switch their angle.
Okay.
Or is it good how it is?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more tedious of projects. I gotta say, we easily put, up to this point before this video, the second part of this video here, we probably put 2 hours into this thing, hour off camera. And we're already 30 minutes in here. It was this way getting it out, I remember.
Yeah.
Because at first you were trying to hold it, and I was like, I think it's just easier if I just do it myself.
I think we ended up both doing it at the same time.
We started that way, I think. Of course, the viewers are probably like, if they watch this straight through, they're like, oh, we can, they're probably thinking, no, you did it like this. We just don't remember because that was 2 weeks ago. A lot of videos since then.
And I have school, which I can't remember everything.
Yep.
Between
And-
school and this.
And the reason why we didn't continue on, because that was a weekend, and Eddie and I do have projects that we like to work on together. So while this was set aside, I could have chipped away at it, but it's, again, there's certain projects we like to do together. And quite frankly, I needed his patience.
Key to his whole fan's patience.
Yeah, it basically is. That's why I don't think too many people did this. They're just like, I'll throw it out or hit it with a hose. Just squirt it with a garden hose. It's clean. Put the whole thing in a dishwasher. It's fine.
Plug it when it's in there too, right?
Yep.
Extra safe.
Yeah, plug it in and turn it on because it'll move more water.
More water.
You know, I don't know when this video will air. It might be sometime in May based on the backlog. But as of we stand right now, mid-March, I'm dying to use fans. Like, you know, once Christmas is down and kind of put away and settled, it's like, and you're just looking and hearing nothing. Like, there's just nothing to listen to, nothing to see, just your regular house, which is fine, but we like to be around the things we enjoy, like whether they're Christmas lights or fans. And we did have this week, for a few days this week, we had temperatures well into the 60s, which for here is like a big deal. People think it's like the Sahara Desert, which is ridiculous. But it was really nice, and it gave you hope, you know, just like kind of working out in the garage a little bit. And I did vlog that, and but it's like we're getting so close. You're getting close. I should imagine next we'll install the motor.
Yeah.
Imagine if these were assembled by hand at the factory.
That would take like hours.
I know.
I almost feel like that at least.
Yeah, so as of this recording, it's a Friday, and you know, Eddie's here for the weekend, so we try to kind of plan out some of the projects and
Comparisons.
what's that?
Comparisons.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, comparisons are fun videos because like when you
They're
do a few of the like service videos, which are also fun.
Especially this one.
Yeah, but they're fun, and they just take longer, right? And sometimes when you're just like, hey, I just want to hang out and talk about fans, the comparison videos are fun because that's basically what we're doing, just hanging out and talking about fans. But this weekend we have a neighbor's lawnmower that's in for service here, so hoping to hit that. We'll do a video on that. What am I hearing? That's something upstairs, I guess. And so that, and we have a vintage camera that a family member gave to Eddie. We were over at Christmas, and know Eddie likes old things, and it's pretty neat. So we're gonna do a checkout video of that probably. I have a Lasco, was a premium box fan that I put the guards like a week or so ago, a week and a half ago, through the dishwasher. Came out immaculate. It's a high hour Lasco, and just got to do the rest of the fan, and maybe that's something we do. And then still have a Eskimo, the metal bladed Eskimo to service. So there's some projects here, but we see the bottom of the pallet, so that's good. we got the when we came back from that fan meet, we were way overloaded with projects. I think I did a service video every day because I was just trying to, like, I think that week I did 7 fans.
Jeez.
Because I was trying to cut the pile back down to what it was before, and I had to I remember I was between my lunch break. I would figure out which ones I could do during my lunch break, and then figure out which ones I would have to wait till after work, or I would start it at my lunch break and just knock it off in the evening. And then I remember probably telling the viewers, oh, I wish this was my job instead of my job.
Of course, for rust on these nuts, it's like
Yeah,
Acts as a barrier, so you can't tighten it all the way.
yeah, it's hard. So you know what's really cool from this angle with the light? That thinning light up on the shelf, top right, with the dark blades. Well, in between the dark blades, it's just sitting perfectly. That the thinning light behind it with the white blades, so it
Oh, yeah,
looks
I
like
see
it
that.
has 8 blades, different colors. It's kind of neat. I still think, I mean, it's a heck of a project. I still think it'll take 2 of us to do. I mean, it could be even something we do this weekend. Is we turn on every single one of the fans in the front row of these shelves. Even just putting them all on low, it would be pretty loud. You know how windy it would be?
Must be a windstorm in
I
here.
know.
Wind tunnel.
Yeah,
Look at my hands, the rust.
yeah.
nuts.
You got it. You got it in.
Almost. yeah.
Almost.
Tighten down this side. Basically hugging this fan.
I'm very excited that a viewer who might be watching this video reached out to me personally to offer up a set of 4 rivet metal blades for the P48. This gentleman has made my day. They're not perfect, he said. They have like a little dent in them, and he showed me the pictures, but they don't vibrate or anything. Hey, anything after what I mangled and made a mess of would probably be an improvement. We know what we should do with the ones that we mangled when we get them off. Take them to the next fan meet and just have people sign them.
Ooh, yeah. Motor time.
Motor time. All right. Okay, so. All right. We've got to think this through logically here. I think I'm in the frame. Not really. All right, we have to think this through logically here. So we know that the switch comes up on the left side, so that means the wires probably come up on the left. So hang on, let me figure out what is what here. Yeah, there's a grommet that runs through this plastic cabinet with the wiring, and I would have to break all that out to put this in the dishwasher. And then, like I said, even beyond that, then it's like, well, would that label survive? And it's just like I would go to all that trouble and then ruin the label. So it's just like I've lessons learned, you know. All right, let's untangle this. Okay. So it seems like that goes. I'm going to place that in. So what he's doing, he's placing this, yeah, there you go. He's placing the stator back into the rear shell.
Let's go like that.
Yep.
Or right side come up top.
Yep, and then we want to, so a trick for me is I try to line up the holes on the supports. And looks like, you know, you don't have to get it perfect, but just so you're roughly placed. Okay, so I need the rotor of the shaft.
Hello.
awesome.
It's not even all the way in. It's not even going in.
I just want to be gentle with it. The other thing to do is, do we have the thrust yeah, we have the thrust washers are all there. I keep telling myself I need to order more zoom spout. So it's weird with this. The other side of the bearing is not open. There we go. There we go. That's what it needed. It just needed lubrication. Now, yeah, now it's free. It's not rubbing anything. We are in. Okay. May I have that? I mean, I know you can do this stuff, but I want to help too. So for this, okay, see the oil in there? So for this, one of the things that we probably did was sand off the mess before we slid this through, so we know we're good, and it slides through nicely. So I'm lining up the holes. Now, one of the things, that oil port is usually off center there, and it almost doesn't really matter because you're not going to access that oil port without popping off the blades. And I know there's a small little hole in that center of that hub, which is ridiculous. You're not going to oil through that. Okay, so I need the motor bolts, which are those 4 longer ones.
We take the nuts.
Yep.
Off. I think so. This side we go on the top, then we have to. Oh,
Correct.
great.
Yep. No, we'll get it. We'll get it. I'm a little more versed in this. Ooh. Oh man. Sometimes you get a little lucky. You know what I just thought about?
I'm pretty sure we took the whole thing out. Yep.
Because the problem here is you're not going to be able to get to that. We'll give it a shot.
I really hope they take those back.
How would I even get that nut on there?
Yep. Look at it.
So what Eddie and I just discovered, because that guard is in the way, we have to take the motor supports out and mount the motor to the supports, and then put the supports back in. So we will take a break off camera and get us back to this point. Okay, now that we undid the supports off camera, because you don't need to do that step if you're doing this twice. So now what he's doing is he's mounting the motor to the supports, and then the supports go in.
Of course.
That's where it's good to have like 2 guys doing this, because obviously he put those supports in, and then they weren't the easiest to do. They're just kind of annoying to line up. So I was able to jump in and undo it while he kind of took a break, which was good. And then,
Speak of annoying.
do you need help?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, so that's where it's good, to have 2 guys working on this stuff, because I definitely recommend taking breaks in frustrating situations, and just Take your time. It's just so weird doing it this way because you're so used to like the supports being basically welded into the cabinet, and then you put
You're used to the grills being removable.
right, and then you just hold it in place to the supports, and then you're done. Not mount the motor to the supports and then mount the supports to the fan. Speaking of, I think of the Kmart Deluxe that has the busted supports on the bottom. Even when we get those blades, we gotta get those supports remounted. That was a total disaster.
Now we can go back in.
All right. Do you want me to do the? Well, but actually, before you do that, could you just align that shaft? Feeling good?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Of course, this
You should just like put the blades on and just hang that from the ceiling. It's a ceiling fan. All right, let's get this back over here. Do you want me to do this, or do you want to take it?
I think we'll have to do.
Like one of us hold it.
Yeah.
All right.
Notice we cracked.
We cracked something.
We cracked this.
It'll be okay. That might have already been there.
I don't think. No, it wasn't.
No.
It was.
The hole's still intact, you know.
It's a nut pushing. It's not.
Yeah, right.
threads.
Exactly.
Hey, this is ridiculous. Hope we don't have to service this fan for another 10 years.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm selling it.
Of course I'm keeping it. Yeah.
All right, so try to get this.
Why just? Why? I just love when that happens. Like you put the screwdriver on,
You can't reach it.
you can't reach it, or it's on the wrong side
Yeah.
where you're trying to
Oh, I've done that many times, and then you're trying to like scoot
try not
over.
to drop something.
Yeah.
and
It just needs to be over scotch.
Scotch.
Borrowing other people's terms from their videos. I did say freak show with the water.
This is a freak show.
Yeah, I said freak show with the water on the floor,
Water freak
and
show.
I got in the comments. I got, but I got love for it. I got appreciation for using freak show. This fan is a freak show.
Patience freak show.
For Lamont and Jordan, would this fan be considered a freak show?
For your patience. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. How well would Jordan deal with his fan, trying to split everything apart?
Well, you know what? Jordan's one of the most patient people, and that's what makes some of his, all of his videos are good. But I'm just saying, some of the more tedious, intricate videos I've watched of his, just his demeanor and his tone, he has a lot of patience. And that's why he's a good teacher as well. Well, and that's why the videos do well, because he's effectively teaching you in the video, which is pretty cool. I can hold something if you want me to.
Hooray. That should be fun.
All right. Yeah, once you get, it's almost like you do one on each side, and then it's,
Yeah, I didn't think of doing that, actually.
yeah, just do like the top one on each side, and then it starts to come together.
Gonna go
What do you
nuts.
You got your nuts?
Gonna go nuts. Yeah, some of these nuts have rust on them, so they have tight spots.
Yeah.
So that's why.
I noticed that taking it off as well.
Or I just crushed it a little bit too much. I didn't try not to crush it.
Yeah.
but It happens. I like when things go right the first time. You have to take
Yeah.
things apart a few times.
For the most part, we're pretty good with stuff like that because we have a lot of experience now. I do think I'm going to reach out to that gentleman Ray on the for that thin and light.
Yeah. Not gonna tighten them down, so I'll do this side. So for some people, it's probably the type of fan they leave on a shelf and never use it.
I could see
If
why.
they're not patient.
I could see why. I mean, if you had one like basically new old stock that was never really used, I probably wouldn't use it. I'd use it as a display piece. Actually, this would be a fun one to bring to the meets.
Oh yeah.
Because I definitely stopped by Robbie's table, and when I saw it, and I was like, "This is okay." And then, it's funny. He almost like, I mean, anytime anyone offers me a box fan, I'm going to take it. But when he said, "Yeah, you have to split it in half to service it," I was almost like, "Nah, I'll take all the other fans except this one." Actually, that cabinet, as far as yellow as it is, it came out. The dirt. I mean, it was disgusting. I think that's like one of my favorite things to do is get these things at a meet or wherever that are in pretty rough shape, and then bring them back, because a lot of times it's just dirt.
Yeah. So they sit in like collections or someone's.
Yeah,
or,
well,
like,
this
your-
one was
your grandmother's house in
Yeah.
the basement.
Yeah, this one clearly was used and used and used and used, and then it started making the hobby circuit.
Hobby circuit.
Yeah, I am looking forward to refurbishing that metal bladed McGraw Edison, and I know how to do it without taking the switch out and painting the cabinet, because the very first one I did, I managed to leave it all intact, and just I remember I took saran wrap and I just like saran wrapped everything, the wires, I cut pieces of scrap paper to cover the face of the motor and like all of that, and came out awesome.
Oh, I know what those two little ones go to. They go to the handle.
That's right. Yeah, good call.
Glad this screwdriver has a magnetic
I know.
tip.
This is like, I think, going to be our permanent like fan screwdriver that just stays down here. Although some of our lawnmower projects, I could see it coming in handy. I think all screwdrivers for like this type of work should be magnetic. I do, maybe this weekend, I also want to do a comparison video between some of our like Eastern and the Sears branded one, because you remember that Eastern I picked up at the meet? That's actually similar to your Eastern.
Oh, the Sears branded one?
No, not the Sears branded one. The one up there, that one.
Is that the Sears branded
I
one?
don't think that's the Sears.
That is the Sears.
No, the Sears has white blades, or brown blades. That has white blades. That's an Eastern. Remember we did the checkout video at the hotel because I brought it in. It has a different opening in the hub than yours. Anyway, I would like to do that video this weekend too. Just a comparison. Comparisons are good for like Sunday afternoon when we like done projects all weekend. We're like, okay, let's just hang out and do some comparison videos. Yeah, I would like to do that, and then also we could the Sears one. I was just looking at the Sears one the other day because I was thinking about selling it. The Sears one's actually behind your Lasco. It's right here. I was debating on selling the Sears one. I put it down on the bench. This was the other day, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't know. It came out really, really nice because it was a mess. It was disgusting as well. It came out really, really nice. It has some rust, a little rust in it, but not bad. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to sell it. I would love, super rare, love to get my hands on blue bladed Galaxies box fans. I've talked about this before. There are 2 new old stock units that are being sold as a pair with the original box for like $1,200. If I got like stupid money all of a sudden somehow, like that's a good reminder. Like, comment, subscribe. If I got like YouTube money for that kind of stuff, then I absolutely would get those. And actually, what would be fun kind of is what would be fun with that is if this is just fun for the viewers as well. Like if you got the pair and kept one of them, and then did some type of like raffle for the second one, just like $5 gets you a ticket, and then do a random drawing like live on YouTube. That would be kind of fun. I didn't tell you, but the viewers, if you haven't seen it, I did a poll recently, and you can drop it in the comments too, if anyone wants to see us go live. And a couple of topics for going live is, do we service a video live, or service a fan live? I wouldn't recommend servicing this one live, because then all our screw-ups, they'll be watching our screw-ups live. That would be a long video, because it would be like a 4-hour video, 4-hour live. So servicing a fan live, we could do that. One of the other suggestions I made was you and I just hang out and just answer questions and comments, and in between that stuff coming in, just talk about some of our fans. Or we do another one where you and I each pick maybe like 3 or whatever 3, 4, 5 fans and just talk about why we really like them and what they mean to us. So that's the thought. So far, the winner in the poll has been seeing a fan service live. And I don't think I've seen anyone do that, so that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I did break this.
That's okay.
Little chip off.
It's all right. All right, what's next?
Next on the list is getting these wires kind of in place.
Yeah, and probably putting the switch back.
Just need to get the switch lined up, actually.
Yeah. Oh, we have those plastic pieces which will probably crumple and we'll end up using zip ties.
They're not that brittle.
These things?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just don't grab well, so there's 4 of them.
Hopefully this knob's on right. Looks like it's all the way in now.
Nice.
Did not snap.
Yeah. I noticed there's 4 of them, and I can't remember why.
You know, it's a good question. Realistically, you only need 2.
I mean, you could put the other 2 in there for decoration.
Decoration.
I was also wondering if this ran across here and came down, but that doesn't make sense. I think after you get that on, we should plug it in and just turn it on.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come.
I feel like I would have remembered that, the nothing being under that, but hey, you got 2 spares.
It's more symmetrical that way.
I guess so, which is very not a lean manufacturing approach. All right. Ready?
That's, feels smooth.
Yep. We're good. All right.
Yeah, if you put the blades on, then the other half.
Blades, and then the rest of the cabinet.
The rest of the cabinet.
All right.
It's a weird sentence.
Yeah. To reinstall the cabinet. Pretty good.
Well, the red stuff's still in there.
Yeah.
Should I slam it on and not worry about the red stuff, or should we clean that out?
You can try using some of this rubbing alcohol and Q-tips.
I'll do that. Of course, you can't see. I'll do it right here.
I keep a whole thing of Q-tips down there. I was blowing through them so fast, and one day I was cleaning out windings by hand with Q-tips, and I was just using so many.
Can they see this?
You want me to move it? Yeah, they can see it. I don't know how well that's going to work, but... Oh yeah, it's working really well. I don't think you have to get it all off, but probably helps.
Another method you could use, you could put some paper towel on the end of a screwdriver and just twist it
Yeah,
in there.
you could do that if you wanted to.
I'll try that. Let's use this. Of course.
Oh yeah, nice job.
It's at least gonna be better.
It's gonna be, yeah. You swipe it one time, it's better.
Yeah, I think that's good for now.
Yeah, that looks way better. Nice.
Get the rest of it out.
I should start. Maybe I should have. Like, it would have been cool. Like January 1st, keep a log, a spreadsheet of all the fans that we serviced.
Ooh, yeah.
Just like, you know, and then almost take a little piece of masking tape and put it on the bottom of the cabin and just like give it a number. It's like catalog it.
Catalog it.
Because then on the spreadsheet you could be like, okay, we serviced at this date. You got it lined up. There it goes. Can I just see? I just really give it a. Does it look like it's on all the way? Yeah, it does. It's a shame that shell is so nasty. Like it's not nasty. It's just like rusted out.
Speaking of shells, let me get the other half on.
Yeah.
Sounds wrong.
Turtle and a half shell.
How many times I've hit that light?
I've done it so many times. Oh, those.
Cannot forget to put
That.
this in.
Wait. Oh yeah.
It's
And then
just
these things
kind of you just
pop
kinda
in, right?
Screw into this.
Okay.
Yeah. You have
Alright.
threads on.
We got this one. Yeah. This one's in. No, it's not.
No,
Scratch
it's not.
that. Do we have two regular screwdrivers over there? Or just one. Actually, I think I kind of turned mine by hand.
It's a little tight.
And these go this way or that way?
I'm not gonna crank these ones down too hard. Of course, they're all
Does it go like this? This fan looks so much better.
I don't.
It's not lined up. It's not on the.
That's not how it's supposed
Yeah, but if you look in there, it was the guard or the cabinet was like not sitting at all lined up. Like I could see down to the table. Do you think maybe those go in last?
The plastic screws?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Well, why don't we start putting a cabinet together?
I'll just leave that one in like that.
They go in this way?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, well, here goes nothing.
Really?
Just dropped one in. I do them like opposites. Obviously, I'm not crushing the plastic. I'm just, as soon as it hits snug, I'm stopping. At least you don't have to put them in on both sides like you would a normal fan. I'm trying to think of the positives.
Positives.
Not many positives to this fan.
Well, we still have.
Well, I need. Why do we have so many extra nuts?
Did I? We got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Yeah, where do these go to? We have the 6 on the supports, the 4 on the fan motor. Yeah, those are all in. We mounted the fan.
Of course. Now this is mounted on wrong. Yours is in. It's supposed to be like that. How do you have yours in there?
Yeah, that's why I kept trying to like redirect you with it because it was not right. It's just the key or the guard's just not. If you look in this way, you can see exactly what's going on.
And you take the screw.
We could actually take some of the magic eraser and hit this cord too.
Yeah.
I might do that while you're working on that. We still have that foam here. Yeah, it's wet too. Perfect.
Trying to get this metal piece out without dropping it inside the cabinet.
Yeah, this cord is so dirty that the foam doesn't even, or the magic eraser doesn't even get it perfect. But it's better. I'm wondering if this thing was sitting in a, like then when it was out of service, if it was sitting in a moldy spot.
Yeah, maybe.
You got yours in.
I'm trying to think what the heck the rest of those nuts go to. The only thing I can think of, because there's 4, is that the motor's doubled up. Like meaning like these go in the back shell, and then the end of the bolts come through on the supports, and then it goes through there in those washers. That's probably where they go, but I think we're fine. Did you get it?
No, that's checking out loosening these screws so I can actually slide this in.
You're like, you're not getting rid of this fan. I put in so much time with this fan. I'm keeping it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
It is a neat fan. I mean, all the hate that I'm throwing at it, I'm just joking around. But now that we've taken one of these apart and put it back together, if like I got my hands on another one, like just for whatever reason, I wouldn't be afraid to work on it. Not that we were afraid to work on it, but you're like, oh man, is this going to be a stress machine?
Stress machine.
No, it's not a stress machine. The only mess up we made is putting the motor supports in, and then I think those 4 nuts, like I said, I think they go through the bolts on the back of the shell, and then the bolts go through the support and on, but there's just double layers of nuts.
You
You got it or no?
Yeah, you got it.
Sweet. Do you need help on screw these back in with you? job. Because we on this side never popped out. You definitely get to do the honors of firing it back up. Oh, we got to do the handle next, then we're done. Watch it be like, well, we did the handle in the wrong order, so now we have to disassemble the entire fan to put the handle on. This one just needs to be gently screwed in. I don't know what the point of these things were. Because they're plastic, they're not meant to bear any weight. Oh, you got the other one? I was just going to do that. Yeah, these, I think, screws in here are... Yeah, you might want to, like, take some Scotch tape and cover over that or something, or just, you know. Because clearly, like, you have to break that to... It's like breaking a slat on a fan when they get the cord out. Wow, that really actually came out very nice. You ready to let it rip? Oh, we got to do the handle.
Can't handle this.
Handle hardware.
Of course.
Sweet. You ready to fire it up?
Yep.
All right.
Well, that's empty.
Empty beer can. It's not a beer can. It's an energy drink can.
I'd hope so.
I don't have a lick of alcohol in this.
Yeah,
Right.
low first.
What's that?
Low first?
Sure. It's your fan. Yeah. I would say, nice job.
Yeah. Medium.
Well, that's pretty powerful.
It's a shaker.
Yeah. I had somebody complain, not complain, they commented I couldn't hear any wind noise. I wanted to hear the breeze. So I've been trying to and I said, because I did the filming by myself, so I said, I keep one back here so you can hear the start out, but then you can't hear the wind noise. Awesome. It does a decent job.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good. It sounds strong. And it looks way cleaner. I know it's never going to be perfect because it's plastic. You can't really do much about that, but it looks good and it's not moving all over the bench. Let's check out the spin down. Yeah, and those the guards or the slats or whatever are not going to be perfect because I was doing them. But look at that spin down. It's actually really, really good. It has a great motor. I mean, it's PSC, typical Lakewood. It's the same thing as all these Lakewoods in here.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, all right. Well, if you made it with us this far, thanks for this. And hopefully it was interesting because it's a unique fan for sure. And it is going to have a home in our collection because I think, Eddie, honestly, ultimately, I don't think I could. If you were like, I don't want it, I don't think I could have ended up. After all that work we put into it. Yeah. It looks very Lakewood-esque when you just focus in on here. Cool.
It's leaning against something.
Yeah, it was.
At one point when it was running.
Probably, yeah. Some plastic that's a little messed up. I think I did that, but I'm going to flip it around and send the viewers off with our was going to say patented. It's not really patented, but our outro. All right, well, I'll say it again. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and listen to some startup sound.